and what we can become. It's about doing what needs to be done, even it's hard or it's easy. You have to do it means do. No things can stop you. Discipline is not easy to achieve in your life, but with efforts you can make it a part of your life. So, today let's make a promise to ourselves to be disciplined in our daily lives. Because discipline we show today will frame our successful individual tomorrow. Discipline is not a restriction but a convention to ourselves to achieve a true freedom. Thank you and have a nice day.
Now I would like to invite Navya Yadav. Navya Yadav. You have to speak from there.
Respected judges, esteemed teachers, and my fellow dreamers, good morning. Today, I, Navya Yadav of Army Public School, Gorakhpur, is here to talk about the word that sounds boring to some, terrifying to others, but secretly the most powerful life hack ever invented: discipline. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh no, here comes another lecture about waking up at 5 a.m., eating boiled vegetables, and studying until your eyes turn into Wi-Fi routers. But trust me, discipline is not about living like a robot, but living like a champion. Let's be honest, talent is overrated. We all know that. One person who is incredibly smart but never gets anything done because they are waiting for the right mood. Spoiler alert, the right mood is like a unicorn. It doesn't exist. Discipline is what makes you work when Netflix is whispering. Just one more episode. History is full of examples. Mahatma Gandhi didn't lead a nation to freedom just by hitting the snooze button. Serena Williams didn't become a tennis legend just by practicing only when she felt like it. And scientists didn't invent the light bulb only when they wanted to. They had one thing in common: the ability to show up with consistently, with focus and determination. In student life, discipline is the invisible engine that drives the success. It's what makes you feel confident and do what. It's what makes you revise your notes instead of scrolling endlessly on your phone. It's what makes you respect deadlines, value time, and keep your promises, even the ones you make to yourself. Without discipline, dreams remain just dreams. Here's the twist. Discipline is not a prison. It's a passport. It doesn't chain you down. It sets you free. Free from chaos, free from the regret, free from the panic of last minute craving. Think of it like the GPS of your life. You can ignore it and take random turns, but don't be surprised if you end up lost in the procrastination city. Yeah, and yes, discipline can be tough. It demands efforts, patience, and sometimes no to the things you really want in the movement. But here's the magic. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. It is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. So, my friends, let us not treat discipline as a punishment, but as a superpower. brushing your teeth. You cannot enjoy it every day, but if you skip it for too long, things will get messy.
Now I would like to invite Bhargavi Upadhyay. Bhargavi Upadhyay.
Before I begin, I want to thank our respected judges because competition don't create winners. Judges do by recognizing true talent. Respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends, good morning. Some people wait for success, some chase it, but only disciplined people can create it. This is Bhargavi Upadhyay, and today I am here that decides our future, and that's discipline. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Yato yato nischarati manas chanchalamastheram tatastato niyamaitam atmani vasamne. Means the mind is restless and always wandering. But a disciplined person brings it back under control and guide it toward the right path. Look at the world around you. Every champion, every leader, every great personality had one thing in common, or disciplined life. Sachin Tendulkar did not become a legend because of one great match. He became a legend because of consistent practice day after day. APJ Abdul Kalam did not rise by luck. He rose through discipline, dedication, and unstopped determination. My friends, discipline is a bridge between goals and achievements. In student life, discipline is our biggest strength. Waking up on time, attending classes, completing homeworks, managing time, these may look simple, but they shape our entire future. Disciplined person did not wait for motivation. He created his own motivation. He did not fear challenges. He prepared to overcome them. In today's world, discipline is essential for building characters. Today's distractions are everywhere. Social media, mobile phones, endless entertainment. But the one who has discipline knows when to stop, when to focus, and when to grow. Discipline teaches us to say no to what is wrong and yes to what is right. Even a nation becomes powerful when its citizens follow discipline. When people follow rules, respect public spaces, keep their surroundings clean and behave responsibly, then the entire society progresses. Unfortunately, the example of disciplined behavior is traffic problem. Traffic problems in our daily life. Traffic problems in our daily life. Traffic problems in our daily life. No country becomes great by speeches. Countries become great by discipline. When people take responsibility to follow discipline, then our country becomes great. At the end, I want to say that dreams don't come true by chance. They come true by discipline. The real question is, do you have it? Thank you. Have a nice day.
Our next participant is Madhi Upadhyay. Madhi Upadhyay.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Madhvi Upadhyay, stand before you to speak on a topic that may sound simple, but is powerful enough to shape destinies. Importance of discipline. Precious than platinum, valuable than gold, stronger than armor, and brighter than diamond. We often hear that talents win games, but discipline wins championship. Life is full of opportunities, challenges, and choices, but the quality that determines how far we go in life is not luck, intelligence, or even strength. It is discipline. Discipline is the bridge between our goals and their accomplishment. It is an invisible force that transforms our dreams into reality. As it says, you will never always be motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. Everyone talks about discipline, but many of them think what exactly discipline is. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when we feel like it is the art of self-control, the ability to manage our time, our actions, and our emotion. It is waking up early to study, practicing daily to improve, keeping promises and staying committed, even when the initial excitement fades. Discipline is not about punishment, it is about purpose. Look around the world, every great achievement has discipline at its foundation. Athletes who win medals do not rely only on natural talents. They are trained consistently, even on the days when their bodies beg for rest. Recently organized ICC Women World Cup 2025, and we are the champions. Their discipline, hard work, and preference paid off. They choose hard work over shortcuts, responsibility over excuses, and the most importantly, they forgive themselves whenever they stumble. As the first young women team to win the World Cup since 1987, they are the inspiration for us all. If they can do it, why can't we? Every skill we practice today becomes mastery tomorrow. Every discipline choices you make today becomes success tomorrow. It will make you reliable, focused, and unstoppable. While motivation takes you started, discipline keeps you going. And those who keep going win. So as I concluded, I want to leave you with one thought. You don't need to be the smartest or the fastest. You only need to be the most disciplined. Because discipline turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Let us commit from today onwards to live with discipline, not because someone demands it, but because our dreams deserve it. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Jaya Nath. Jaya Nath.
First of all, I would like to thank Tumhara Pratap Shiksha Parsad for giving us this golden opportunity to express our thoughts on the importance of discipline. Discipline is the bridge that connects our goals to our achievements. With these powerful words, we understand the truth that shapes every successful life. Talent may open the door, but discipline is what keeps it open. Good morning to the respected judges, teachers, and my fellow participants. I am Jamir Shah, and today I stand before you to speak on a quality that is simple to understand yet difficult to master. A quality that has built leaders, shaped history, and turned ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. That is discipline. Discipline is often misunderstood as a punishment. But in reality, discipline is not an inborn trait. It is a habit, a skill, and a mindset that we must cultivate through consistent practice and effort. The world around us provides a perfect example. Look at the lives of great personalities like Mahatma Gandhi or Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Their monumental achievements were a result of unwavering discipline and commitment to their values. The life of Kalpana Chawla, the first Indian-born woman in space, shows that with a strict discipline and dedication, even a girl from a small town can rise to extraordinary heights. In our life, discipline teaches us responsibility. It teaches us when to say yes to our goals and when to say no to distraction. It helps us to build self-control, manage our time, and stay motivated even when our motivation fades. Because motivation may inspire us for a moment, but discipline sustains us for a lifetime. Look around and you will notice that every great accomplishment, whether in sports, art, science, or studies, comes from consistent effort. No athlete becomes a champion overnight, and no student succeeds without regular studies, and no professional reaches excellence without dedication to their craft. So, I want to give you an example of a woman who we all know very well, and she is our respected President Draupadi Murmu. Draupadi Murmu grew up in a remote tribal village in Odisha, where access to education was a tremendous challenge. Yet, Her disciplined determination led her to become the first woman to graduate from her village. As we come to the end of this discussion, I want us to pause and reflect on one simple truth. Nothing truly meaningful in life can be achieved without discipline. Discipline is not just about following rules or obeying instruction. It is about building inner strength to do what is right, even what it is difficult. Discipline is the bridge that takes us from dreams to accomplishment. It transforms I wish into I will and finally into I did. So, as I conclude, I want to leave you with one more thought. Success is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of discipline. If we can master this one quality, there is nothing in this world that we cannot achieve. Thank you, everyone.
Our next participant is Anika Mani Tripathi. Anika Mani Tripathi.
A very pleasant morning to one and all present here, respected judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Anika Tripathi of the 8th standard, and today I am here to share my thoughts on a very meaningful topic, the importance of discipline. Friends, there is a very famous sloka in the Bhagavad Gita. Niyamaha param sadhana. It means this is the highest form of practice and self-training. Very often, hear people say, be disciplined, stay disciplined, or have disciplined life. But what does discipline really mean? In simple words, this is the ability to control our thoughts, actions, and behavior so that can achieve our goals and live meaningful life. Discipline is not about rules, it's about respecting your own goals. Discipline is the foundation of success, character, and peace in life. It is the bridge between the goals and the achievements. Without discipline, even the greatest talent fail in the potential. It was never realized. Why is the discipline important? Discipline is the act of bridge between the goals and their success. We have talents, knowledge, dreams, and intelligence, but without discipline, all this might incomplete. Just like a car cannot run without fuel. In same way, success cannot achieve without discipline. Discipline means doing the right thing at the right time. It means control of desire, emotion, and action to stay focused on your goals. In simple words, this is the art of self-control. Obedience, rules, are principles that leads to growth. Every dream demands a discipline. Friends, let me tell you something. Every successful person, from admired scientists to athletes, has one thing in common: self-discipline. APJ Abdul Kalam is not a night study. Under his street lights, there is a kind matter, but discipline makes them nature. Discipline gives us the power to control mind, our habit, and our future. Without it, dreams remain as dreams. Discipline is fuel to the patient in the performance. So friends, let me ask a simple question. Can we imagine a student succeeding without regular study? A sport person winning a match without any practice? The answer is a no. This will be the invisible force. Stay on a track. Even if it's tough, it is a bridge between the goals and their achievements. Discipline teaches time management, self-control, confidence, focus, and patience. When we develop our discipline, we also develop a good character. A person with a strong character can face any challenges in life. Discipline is not a punishment, it's a path to freedom. Freedom from confusion, from fear, and from regrets. If we more discipline, our focus, our success will definitely become our future. Friends, let's promise ourselves to stay disciplined, not just for a day, but our future. Let us walk out of this room with only one promise. We will not
Priya Yadav.
Challenge may open the door, but discipline keeps it open. And a good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Priya Yadav, and today I am here to speak about equality. Let's see our character, determine our success, and define our mutual discipline. Discipline is often described as a discipline, goals, and achievements. It means doing what needs to be done, even when we don't feel like doing it. It is the ability to control our actions, emotions, and habits in order to be successful and lead a meaningful life. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, discipline seeps our day, getting up on time, finishing our work before deadline, and maintaining good habits. All of this is small but powerful example of discipline. It teaches us the value of time and help us to make the best use of every opportunity that comes our way. Discipline is not just about following rules, it is about self-control and responsibility. A disciplined person does not need constant supervision. They know what is right and do it willingly. Whether we talk about students, athletes, soldiers, or successful professionals, discipline what know them? Focused, determined, and consistent in their efforts. Take the example of a sports person. Behind every medal or trophy, there are hours of discipline practice, strict routine, and sacrifices. Without discipline, even the most talented individual cannot reach the top. Similarly, in academics, regular and disciplined learning always leads to better results than last much time. Discipline also helps in building a good character. It teaches us patience, respect for others, and the strength to make the right choices even in difficult situations. A disciplined person earns trust and respect wherever they go. In contrast, lack of discipline leads to chaos, confusion, and failure. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, from social media to video games, discipline has become more important than ever. It helps us stay focused on a goal and protect us from wasting our time and energy. Friends, discipline is not a punishment, it is a path to freedom. When we are disciplined, we gain control over our life, we achieve our dream, improve ourselves, and contribute positively to society. Life is not a straight and easy road. It is full of turns, failures, temptation, and moments when we feel lost. At such moments, there is only one light that guides us forward, the light of discipline. Many times we want success, but we don't want to struggle. We want good marks, but we don't want to study daily. We want a strong body, but we don't want to exercise. We want respect, but we don't want to be character. This is where discipline becomes our best friend. The friend who tells us, wake up, try again, don't give up. You are stronger than your excuses. So let us all promise today to put more discipline into our daily life, to be punctual, sincere, and responsible in everything we do. Remember, success does not come by chance. It comes by discipline, dedication, and hard work. At the end of the speech, I would like to say something. If motivation is a spark, then discipline is a purpose. A motivation spark can fade, but discipline furnace burn constantly, turning potential into irreversible power. Thank you, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Proceeding ahead, now I would like to invite Shivani Dwivedi. Shivani Dwivedi.
key to achieve greatness in life is to have patience, consistency, and discipline. Discipline not just determines success, but successful. A very auspicious morning to one and all present here, respected judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Shivani from class 8. It's truly an honor to stand before you and share my thoughts on a very meaningful topic, the importance of discipline. Friends, nowadays, teachers, parents, and elders, everybody often advise us to stay with discipline, lead with discipline, and behave with discipline. But have we ever paused to understand what the word discipline truly means? Friends, discipline means doing the right thing at the right time, even when no one is watching. It is about self-control, respect, obedience, and order in our daily life. Again, behind every successful person, it's not just talent or intelligence. Discipline is like a guiding light that leads us to brightness, from failure to success, and from confusion to clarity. From the moment we wake up in the morning to the time we go to bed, discipline plays a vital role. Waking up early in the morning, getting ready on time, being punctual at school, completing homework, respecting elders, and speaking politely. All these are small but powerful acts of discipline. When we practice them daily, they become part of our character. In student life, discipline is the key to progress. Our disciplined student knows the value of time. They study sincerely, obey their teachers, and always stay prepared. They don't wait for exam to start studying. They prepare every day, and that's why when exam on the other hand, an undisciplined student keeps delaying work and finally regrets it later. Even in nature, discipline exists everywhere. The sun rises and sets every morning and evening respectively at the same time. The earth revolves around the sun with perfect regularity. The seasons come and go in an orderly way. Nature itself follows discipline, and that's why it runs so beautifully and smoothly. If nature can maintain discipline, why can't we? In sports too, discipline is the backbone of success. No team can win without practice, patience, and unity, all of which comes from discipline. Even great leaders and scientists like Mahatma Gandhi, APJ Abdul Kalam, and Albert Einstein followed strict discipline in their lives, and that's what made them extraordinary. In our daily life, discipline keeps us organized and responsible. But remember, discipline does not mean living a dull or strict life. It simply means making the right choices every day. It means saying no to laziness and yes to efforts. It means waking up with purpose and sleeping with satisfaction. Discipline is not a burden, it is a lifestyle. So let us promise ourselves today to be disciplined in our habit, disciplined in our action, and disciplined in our thoughts. Because discipline is not a rule, it is a lifestyle. At last, I want to say that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, and without that bridge, our dreams remain dreams forever. Thank you, everyone.
Next participant is Sanidhya Srivastava. Participants, you don't have to mention your name here because your name is on the paper here. Okay? Sanidhya Srivastava.
Good morning to everyone present here. Today, I am going to speak on a very important topic, the importance of discipline. Discipline is one of the most valuable qualities a person can have. It means following rules, staying organized, and doing the right thing at the right time. Discipline helps us to stay focused and achieve our goals. Without discipline, life becomes messy and directionless. From the moment we wake up till we go to the bed, discipline plays a big role. Completing work on time, attending school regularly, respecting elders, all are examples of discipline in daily life. Discipline is important not only for students but for everyone. soldiers, doctors, athletes, and even leaders. Imagine an army without discipline, a classroom without rules, or a playground where everyone does what they want. There would be only chaos. Discipline keeps everything in order and helps society run smoothly. Without discipline, even the most talented person can fail. A student may be very intelligent, but without regular study, he cannot perform well in exams. A player may have great skills, but without regular practice, he cannot win matches. This shows that discipline is more important than talent. It turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Our parents and teachers always tell us to be disciplined, and we may think they are being too strict. But later, we realize that it is their way of making us responsible and independent. It is like a seed. When you practice it every day, it grows into a tree of success and happiness. To conclude, discipline is the foundation of all success. It gives direction to our life, peace to our mind, and strength to our character. It may seem difficult at first, but once we make it a habit, it becomes our greatest strength. So, let us make a promise to bring more discipline and never give up on what truly matters. Discipline is not something that it is a habit that develops slowly with consistent effort. A person who follows discipline always stays one step ahead because he knows how to manage time and control emotions. It is also helpful in maintaining good relationships. Great Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda believed that discipline is the foundation of success. They achieve greatness due to strict discipline in their daily lives. Remember, talent can make you shine once, but discipline will make you shine forever. Thank you so much for your time and attention. It was truly a pleasure sharing my thoughts.
I would like to call Tina Maurya. Tina Maurya.
The one which is the bridge between goals and achievement. Are you disciplined enough to conquer your great challenges? Good morning to everyone present here. Respected teachers, elders, judges, and my dear friends. I am Tina Moria from class 6. Today I am honored to speak about a quality that forms the backbone of a successful and meaningful life. That is discipline. The word discipline derived from the Latin word disciplinus, which means or learned from the same word root. The word discipline does not mean punishment, but a committed way of learning and following a path shown by a teacher or a higher ideal. Discipline is the invisible force that shapes character, guides future, and does extraordinary achievement like they are unusual. It is one of the most important values in student life, national life, and family life. Because without discipline, big dreams and great talents often go to waste. The real motive of discipline is that a person can make wise decisions between right and wrong, short-term pleasure and long-term benefits circumstances. A disciplined person does not act only if someone is watching. Instead, such a person behaves correctly out of inner conviction because discipline has become a part of her or his character rather than an external pressure. The history of discipline is as old as the history of human beings. Because when humans started to live in groups called bands, they needed rules and regulations to avoid violence and confusions, whether in families, tribes, or kingdoms. In ancient India, for example, the Gurukul system required students to wake up early in the morning, serve the ashram, and were expected for respect, food, and speech, showing that discipline was considered essential both for knowledge and character. In ancient Greek, philosophers like Plato and Aristotle stressed that citizens must be disciplined because only ordered minds could create a just and stable society, while armies in Rome and other empires fully depend on discipline to higher victory and strength. Religious traditions also place discipline at the center of the spiritual life, asking followers to control their desires and so on. There is an interesting relationship between discipline and and freedom. Because it always feels like a contraction, people often say that discipline takes away freedom. But in reality, a person without discipline is a car without brake, full of energy but moving blindly. As we grow older, life becomes demanding and discipline becomes even more essential to reach our goals. Whether we want to be a teacher, a doctor, or an entrepreneur, we need to be consistent. Before I end my speech, I would like to share you some quote of successful persons. First is of A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. He emphasized excellence is not an accident but a continuous process. Second, Kiran Bedi, India's first IPS officer, said that discipline is the DNA of leadership. One cannot lead others without self-discipline. So friends, let us all promise we will always live in discipline. Always remember, discipline is like a body and success is like a shadow. Where discipline goes, success follows. Thank you for listening patiently and I hope we all make discipline a permanent part of our life. Have a disciplined day.
Good morning everyone present here. Today I will be focusing on the very common yet essential topic of discipline. So let me begin with a quote that has stuck with me for years. Discipline is the goal between bridge and accomplishment. Said by Jim Rohn, a well-known motivational speaker. And honestly, the older I get, the more I understand what he means. We all have dreams. Some of us want to top exams. Others want to start a business, become athletes, artists, or change makers. But dreams, no matter how beautiful, won't carry us forward unless we take small, consistent steps towards them. That's where discipline walks in. Think of it like this. Discipline isn't about strict routine. It's about making a promise to yourself and showing up it for every day. Even on days you don't feel like it. Especially on those days. I remember struggling to wake up early for school. The alarm would ring and I had hit snooze again and again. Until one day my teacher said something simple. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. That line hit me hard because deep down I knew I was letting my own habits control my bigger future. And we all do that sometimes, don't we? But here's the thing. Discipline doesn't have to be rigid. It can be kind. It's in the way you create a study plan that works for you, or how you learn to say no to distractions that don't serve your purpose. It's when you choose to get back on track even after stepping up. That's real discipline. Even Mahatma Gandhi once said, discipline and united actions are the real source of strength. He led a nation through non-violent resistance, but it all began with personal control over his word, actions, and impulses. If that doesn't show the power of discipline, what does? I want to say a quote again. One of the greatest philosophers, Aristotle, said, through self-discipline comes freedom. It makes people wonder how an act that is often used to draw boundaries gives human freedom. Despite being perceived as a penalizing treatment, discipline is the name of the game in any field for people of any age. Everything in nature has a different cycle at a given time. The sun rises at dawn and sets at dusk. Any action by nature that takes place unexpectedly indeed odd. In the same manner, humans must work according to their circadian rhythm and work on a specific schedule. Does a shabby and disorderly person ever manage a feeling? Discipline can be developed through various means. Induced discipline means developing skill through intrinsic factors like following the disciplined nature of your teachers, parents, or an ideal model. So friends, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. Show up for yourself with discipline and consistency. Because when you practice discipline, you are not just training your mind. You are building a life you want one day at a time. Thank you.
Next participant is Aradhya Srivastava.
every temptation that is resisted, every evil thought that is overcome, every desire or craving that is destroyed, every action that is resisted, paves a long way to the attainment of everlasting peace and bliss. Respected judges, teachers, and my fellow participants, I, a student of class 8, is thankful to the Maharana Pratap Shiksha Parishad to provide me an opportunity to stand before you all to deliver my speech on this very important topic, importance of discipline. Discipline, something everyone knows, but only a few truly understand. Even the most successful people struggle with it sometimes. Yet, it is needed by every living being because without it, life is chaotic and directionless. It is the force that keeps our actions, thoughts, and goals aligned. Who we are and what we eventually become are all shaped by discipline. For we students, discipline is even more important. It acts like a magnet that attracts all the right things: focus, respect, confidence, and success. A disciplined student can excel in every field of life because they know how to use their time, energy, and potential wisely. Discipline is the control you exert over yourself. It teaches us how to stay focused, motivated, and committed to our objectives. Without it, we risk getting sidetracked, losing momentum, never reaching our full potential, and lagging far behind in the race of success. Sometimes, discipline means saying no to things we love, and sometimes it means pushing ourselves to do things we don't want to but need to. These small acts of self-discipline shape our character and help us make better decisions through. Discipline is not just about following rules, it is also about emotional control. It teaches us how to manage our impulses, handle frustration, and stay calm even when faced with obstacles. A disciplined mind is resilient. It does not break under pressure. Instead, it adapts, learns, and rises stronger. Discipline brings out consistency. With consistent efforts, even challenges begin to look easier. For instance, mathematics, a subject to be feared by many students, or certain tasks that seem too difficult or unachievable. They are afraid to face these challenges. But I am sure if they practice discipline in their life, it would make them better equipped to persevere through challenges, improve their performance, and unlock their true potential. He who conquers himself is greater than a commander-in-chief who conquers a country. Discipline is the force that makes us motivated, makes us want to persevere through new challenges. Discipline is not a restriction, it is a power. It strengthens our mind, nurtures our body, and shapes our future. If we embrace discipline today, it will reward us throughout our future with opportunities, achievements, and success beyond imagination. Lastly, I would like to conclude with the following lines. Discipline is the bridge between yourself and your goals. Discipline is the true secret to strengthening souls. It teaches us to operate by principles rather than desire. It makes our efforts persistent with a blazing fire. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Swastika Suryavanshi. Swastika Suryavanshi.
In the grand silence of the universe, the sun rises without delay. The moon walks its steady path, and the stars keep their pace.
Nature obeys a divine discipline, and in that lies the harmony of all creation. With this thought, good morning, teachers, judges, and all my dear friends. I, Swastika, a student of class 8, would like to thank Maharana Pratap Shiksha Parishad for providing me this golden opportunity to speak on a very important topic, that is, importance of discipline. Discipline is not a trait that can be inherited, but a skill that has to be developed. It is the ultimate key to find the right balance. So, we can actually say that it is a very important fact for achieving success and personal goals. Yet, a lot of us find it extremely hard to practice and often end up struggling to implement it in our lives. So, the question that confuses most of us is that what actually is discipline and why is it important? Not too hard to answer. It's just the collection of rules, limitations, and behavioral patterns. When these factors are integrated and used, they help in maintaining the social and personal order of events in life. Nature, a perfect example of discipline created by God. The sun rises on time, the moon and stars follow their fixed paths, and the galaxies move in their own order. Neither night comes before morning, nor morning before night. Everything in the nature follows a system. If the sun decides to rise late one day, or if the stars forgot their path, the whole world would fall into chaos. This teaches us a great truth, that discipline is the bridge between order and existence. Dear friends, just as the universe is held together by discipline, our lives also needs discipline. Without it, our personal rhythm breaks down. In this world, everywhere we look, everything we find, discipline protects and guides us in all the possible ways. Just as the universe is taking discipline in its each step, we must also change our lives. Because life without discipline may really seem easy in the beginning, but its consequences are quite dangerous. It leads to stress, failure, laziness, and loss of direction. A person without discipline just keeps dreaming and dreaming, but never reaches the destination. As someone said, everyone's a dreamer, but not everyone has a dream life. And the difference is discipline. On the other hand, the benefits of discipline are countless. It helps us build good habits, focus on our goals, improve our health, and create a meaningful and successful life. Even a small act can make a big change. Example, making your bed every morning may look like a very small task to all of us. But it is a powerful reminder that you have control over your actions. It tells your consciousness that you can complete the task whatsoever you start with. Discipline is not just about restrictions, it's about taking control of your life. As the saying goes, discipline is choosing what you want the most over what you want now. At the end, I would like to conclude my speech by saying that discipline may seem really tough in the beginning, and that's very true for all of us. But its rewards are beautiful and lifelong. If nature can follow discipline for millions and millions of years, surely we can follow it too for our own success and happiness. We just need to remember one thing, and that would lead us to the golden frontiers of knowledge. That discipline is the key that unlocks the golden doors of freedom and a better future. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Now I would like to invite Meghan Singh. Meghan Singh.
Discipline, precious than platinum.
stronger than armor, and the most powerful key to turn every goal into reality. With these wonderful lines, a very good morning to honorable judges, teachers, and my dear friends. And today, I am standing in front of you to deliver a speech on a very important topic, that is, importance of discipline. Can you think of a speech that itself contains word like discipline, importance? How much important that thing is in our life? That is discipline. Discipline is often understood as the ability to follow rules and maintain orders, but in reality, it is much more than that. Discipline is like a bridge in our life which connects two lands. One land is our life and other land is our success. And when these two lands meet each other by our discipline, then it makes a successful personality. From the moment we wake up in the morning to the moment we go in our bed in the night, discipline plays a major role in our daily life. It helps us to manage our time, respect others, and take responsibility for the work that we do. No, sir. A person who follows discipline in his life always gets success. A student who studies regularly, an athlete who practices every day, and a professional who meets deadline always gets success, not by luck but by discipline. To understand the real importance of discipline, first we have to imagine a world without it. In this world, a student would not attend their classes regularly, worker would not complete their work on time, and people would not follow rules on the road, and there would be always a traffic on the road. This world is not good at all. And this tells us that discipline don't want us, but we want discipline for a perfect life and a good one. Discipline, talent is important, but discipline wins every single time. Discipline, because this talent is just like a pencil which cannot cut until it is sharp by a sharpener. And when this talent gets sharp by our discipline, then that talent writes history in golden words. Without discipline, even the greatest talent are waste potential. Intelligence is just like scattered energy, and dreams are nothing more than wishes which can never be real. But if we have discipline in our life, even the ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things in their life. Extraordinary thing. History tells us that great leaders, creators, and philosophers were not just gifted; they were also disciplined towards their work. They woke before the others. They practiced longer than others, and they were committed to their work when others gave up. Their greatness was not an accident; it was their habit. And from this, I want to just say that discipline is not a punishment. It is path to progress that shapes our character, strengthens our mind, and help us to achieve our dream when it is difficult for us. And in the last, I just want to say that whether I will win today or I lost today, not matter. But I will think I have won because I have said before only. If you are having discipline towards anything, you will win. And if today one of you only in this room will win, from today I will be disciplined in my life. I will think I have won. Thank you and have a nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Our next candidate is Shlok Kumar.
A very good morning to honorable moderator, jury members, and my lovely audience. This is Shloka standing before you to speak on a very relevant topic, importance of discipline. Discipline, that magical word which every parents want. Every parents tell their child, son, bring discipline into your life, and son said, yes father, from tomorrow. And that tomorrow never arrives. But the reality is, discipline is not a burden. It's not a jail rule book. Actually, it's a magical key which unlocks our potential. Discipline. The words come from the word discipline, which means control. It implies training oneself to follow rules and develop self-control. It is not just about obeying others. It is about controlling one's emotions, thoughts, and action. Discipline is one of the most essential qualities in human life which help us to stay organized, focused, and responsible. Without discipline, no one can achieve true progress either individually or as a society. It is the foundation of success and the key to living a peaceful and productive life. Now, we all know who struggles most. Who set 10 alarms from waking up early in the morning, but wake up only when the mother shouts. Yes, I am talking about the student life. From my perspective, student life is best time to learn and practice discipline. A disciplined student attend classes regularly, complete assignment on time, and respect teachers. It helps students to manage their time and energy, which effectively leads to academic success. It also prepares them for coming challenges in adult life, teaching them the value of hard work and commitment. A disciplined society is also peaceful and progressive when people follow rules, respect others, and fulfill their duties. Without discipline, there will be chaos, corruption, and violence. Discipline in public life ensures harmony and cooperation among people. It has been told about the discipline. Society grows when people follow rules, not out of fear, but out of responsibility. Imagine a day getting you late, forgetting your homework, forgetting your lunch, forgetting your breakfast, forgetting your homework, and actually buying night. Discipline also saves us from exactly that. It plays a vital role in every aspect of daily life, from maintaining personal hygiene, punctuality to behaving politely with others. It keeps life smooth and organized. People who are disciplined are consistent and responsible in their actions. Imagine a surgeon walking in operation theatre without following any protocol. This would be charged by next event, but the reality is discipline is also important in medical field because it directly affects patients' health and safety. Doctors, nurses, and other healthcare must be followed the strict rule to avoid the mistakes. Because without discipline, the medical system cannot work successfully. Discipline also important in bureaucracy because it helps administration to follow rules and respect the time. It ensures that public services are delivering fairly without any bias. It's make a country where all work done on time, file moves properly, and justice is ensured for all of them. Self-control. It is the highest part of discipline. It helps a person to resist temptation, focus on long-term goals. Great leaders and scientists achieve their success because of their discipline. Discipline helps us to improve our confidence, our self-control, and our self-control to build a maintaining lifestyle. In sports, discipline is also important. It helps a player to focus on long-term goals. Discipline also teaches how to handle victory with humility and acceptability by gambling. In conclusion, we can say that is the backbone of success and progress. It shapes character, strength, health, maintain a proper decorum in society, school, home, or workplace. It has been told about the discipline in the Bhagavad Gita. Discipline is the mother of our virtue. Thank you.
Our next participant is Vaibhav Sma. Despite repeated requests and reminders, I have noticed that some of you are still talking to one another. So please don't do that. Maintain silence.
The different people who wish and people who achieve is one simple habit: discipline.
Good morning, respected members, respected moderates, and the lovely audience. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to Foundation Day ceremony of Ananda Pratap Teacher Parisar. Every year, we celebrate this day with a passion and fervor. It's a great pleasure for me to give an opportunity to deliver the speech on the very relevant topic, the importance of discipline. Discipline means doing the things in a moral and some manner. School is the second place after home where we learn discipline. Discipline based on separation of desire. As often understood to be similar to self-understand and control. A disciplined person always chooses the best of action in respect of other wishes. The whole stages and the form of discipline. It can be described as when one values and aims are connected with each other. The school discipline has a very important role to play in an individual's life. It's an essential action adopted by a teacher towards a student or group of students. If the online class has been disturbing with student behavior or if the student takes any particular rule guided by the school authority. Distance based for guiding children's behavior, setting the limits, and ultimately help them learn to care for themselves and others. While distance is very necessary for students, teachers should be mindful not to be students to the extent that they can be hurt. It's also called corporal punishment. The distance is extremely important in every phase of life. If we see the army, they are in strict discipline. It's never possible for them to fight without strict discipline. There's no education institution to run without discipline. There's no education institution to run without discipline. So, this means that we discipline our life is a very important part of our life. Nature is also very disciplined. Everything in the world is separate to follow the discipline. The sun always rises in the morning from the east direction and sets in the evening in the west direction. Every day, it never changes time and place because it follows the time and clock never wait for anyone. We need to discipline us by seeing others, since our child, our parents, and their parents. Seeing them, we build our daily routine and do our daily activities. I have also faced many a times that people following this way, getting a higher support from others during time when needed. To have a progressive and stable life, we must make sure that we follow a disciplined life. We should add the motivation for all those who are others. Seeing a stable, peaceful, happy, and divided towards action into a specific discipline of life. Action, discipline yourself, and live the anti story of success for others. I hope that you all understood the importance of discipline, and will try to change your thought and maintain your discipline and focus on your life. Now, I would like to perform my speech with one simple quote that is, discipline is not just a punishment, it's a path of success. Have a nice day.
Next is Arutta. And don't be so close to the mic, otherwise your voice will echo. And his voice was echoing because you are very close to the mic. So there should be different.
A very pleasant good morning to all of you. I am Ara Gupta, standing before you to talk about a very significant topic, discipline and its importance. Discipline is a word that is often misunderstood, and many people think that it's about restriction or limitation. But today I want to tell you that it is a freedom, not restriction. Discipline is about making a structure that allows us to live our life to the fullest. It is about setting goals, making plans, taking action to achieve them. Discipline is about being responsible, accountable, and committed to our goals and values. Discipline is essential for achieving success in any field, whether it's sport, business, education, or personal life. Discipline helps us to stay focused, motivated, and committed to our goals. Discipline enables us to prioritize our tasks and manage our time effectively. It is said that suffer the pain of discipline or suffer the pain of freedom. Thus, discipline is important in all work of our life. A teacher cannot teach if their students do not maintain discipline in the class. Any house without discipline will surely go to the dog. The head of the family do not able to run the family member if the family member do not maintain discipline. No office can function without discipline. In fact, discipline must be required in all work of our life. When the parents do not discipline their children, then the child has no idea how to behave in a society. Any people can get success in his life when if he follows a disciplined routine. Discipline is a key of success.
No progress in any work is possible without discipline. Discipline is important in all walks of our life. Many people you can organize your day in the best way. And discipline shapes our character and future. Discipline is most important when you are a child. You must know your strength and weakness. You can plan and organize your day in the best way. You can take an example of Indian soldiers. They are the most disciplined people. A disciplined people cannot give up early, cannot take shortcuts and remain calm even under pressure. In the modern world, where distractions are everywhere and schedules are hectic, discipline is most important than ever. It protects our time, nurtures our health, and preserves our relationships. So, let us not view it as a burden. Let us embrace it as a pathway to freedom and fulfillment. Let us encourage the younger generation to value of it as a very key to unlock their highest potential. Because when we master discipline, we master life. Thank you.
Now we try to call upon State Sahil Ali Ansari. Sahil Ali Ansari.
Good morning to the all respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today on this competition, I would like to talk on a topic that is key to success: the importance of discipline. Often we think discipline means tough routine, strict rule, or punishment, but that is not true. Discipline is actually self-control. It is ability to make yourself what to say, when you should do it, whether you like it or not. A writer was in God once said, discipline is a bridge between goal and accomplishment. Look at nature. The sun rises on time, the seasons change on time, and planets are revolving in perfect rhythm. If their nature takes discipline, there will be chaos similarly in student life. Discipline brings order. It helps us focus on our studies, respect our elders, and value of time. A disciplined student not just like a good scholar, but also become good responsible citizen. Without discipline, life cannot focus on goal instead, there is plenty of movement, but the movement is plenty of goal. The discipline of importance and social and moral discipline, legal and constitutional discipline, and one should respect all religion of the world. The nature is the most expensive creature by God. I think I will stop my words here. I hope that from today you give special importance of discipline in your life. If there was any mistake on my speech, I was sincerely apologetic for it. Thank you.
Our next participant is Ayaz Ahmad. Ayaz Ahmad. Is Ayaz Ahmad here? He is absent. Okay. Next one is Aradhya Tripathi. Aradhya Tripathi. Aradhya Tripathi.